Hello everyone, it's Birdie. I have a few more little gift bags that I want to show you how to make. This is one. Let me just show you the inside. It has a magnetic closure, which I love. And then when you open the inside, I used just one sheet of 12 by 12 designer paper. And this is new designer paper. And then you open it up and that's the inside. And it's got quite a bit of space in there for a nice little gift. And then it has the magnetic closure. And then I just put the little twine around it because I love the way that looks. I always have to put some type of ribbon or twine or something in there for you. Okay, so that's one. And then the next one I'm going to make is this little bag. Again, it just uses one 12 by 12 sheet of designer paper. And then let me show you the inside. So that's the inside. Isn't that sweet? Okay, so let me show you how I made these. They're actually pretty easy. I'm using this new designer paper, and you can get it through Stampin' Up, but it's still just while supplies last, and I'll give you the link below. In fact, before we get started, let me just show you some of the paper that you get. These come with it, this paper, and here is one. You get 12 sheets of 12 by 12. And they are beautiful. They're not really Christmas, you know, it's for the beginning of the year, birthdays and things like that. I guess you can still use them for Christmas, but I think it's more for, you know, we're going to be starting a new year before you know it, and we're going to be away from Christmas already. So anyway, let's get started. Let me show you how to make this bag. I think I'm going to start out with the, I'm going to start out with this bag. So you have your 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And the first thing you're going to do is just fold it to a triangle. Now I go ahead and take my scoring knife and just press down the seams really well. It just makes it go together so much nicer. Okay, so that's one, and then we're going to turn it around. See, we have one seam. Now we're going to make another one in the opposite direction. We're going to score our seam. Okay, so see, we have one seam this way, one seam that way. Now we're just going to come up, directly up, and divide the sheet right in half. Okay, so one that way, and one that way. Now we're going to pop it up, and it will automatically fold into a triangle. See that? Now you want to turn the longer edge towards you, and the first thing you're going to do is take this flap and fold it in. I don't have an exact measurement for that. I'm just kind of winging it. We're going to make, it's going to be in the shape of like a house. So okay, we've got that one folded, and now we're going to bring this one over right on top of it. Fold it down. Okay, then we're going to flip it over and do the exact same thing on the back side. Okay. Now this side, you want to line it up with the first ones that you did on the opposite side. Okay, let me plug in my glue gun. Okay. Okay, so now we have our little house. You're going to open these up, and with the first flap, take the first flap, fold it in, and then you're going to fold this edge back and line it up with this edge. Just like that. So see that? Just like that. I'm going to do the same on this side. Fold it in first, and then fold the two edges together. Excuse my hands, you can tell I've been working with paint and ink and everything else today. I always say I'm going to get my nails done, and then I ruin my hands. So, okay, so now you're going to, this flap that you folded over, you're going to open it up. Then you're going to turn this outside edge in towards your little house that you made. And then one more time. Okay. Same thing over here. You're going to open it up, then turn it in towards your house, line it up with that seam, and then you're going to turn it in over again. Okay? So see, you have like a little rocket there. Now you're going to turn it over and do the exact same thing to this side. We're going to open up our flaps, bring one over, turn it towards the outside, lining everything up. Same thing on this side. Bring it in, then turn everything over. Just like that. Now we're going to take it back out and turn it to the inside again. And then over again. We're going to take this flap back out, turn it towards the inside, and the inside again. Okay, so see, you have like a little rocket. Okay, so now we're going to stand it up on the point, and we're going to kind of open it up, just very gently. You don't want to open it up too wide, lose all your folds. And then we're going to gently fold each triangle toward the inside. Keep the fold, and then turn it towards the inside. See, you want to make sure it's folded in, and then turn it towards the inside. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the glue gun and glue those triangles down. We want to hold our shape. So let me grab that. Give it a little. I might have overshot the glue. More glue. Okay. We do the same on all four of the little triangles. One more. Okay, so there we go. Now, look at this. This is still a little open there. even though you've glued down your triangle. So I want to go ahead and put a little glue right behind each triangle. And glue that down. Same thing with this one. Well, that one's pretty, it's already stuck to it, but I'm still gonna reinforce it there. I don't trust that. Here we go. On this side, I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right here. And then right here. Okay, so there we go. We've got all four corners glued together. Now, let's see if there's any strings of glue. Get those off. Okay, so now we're going to open up our bag gently. So remember, it's still just paper. And we're going to make a square out of our bag. So I put my 2 fingers on the corners and then press in with this finger. You want to try to make a line. Just make it more of a square. Here we've got a glue string. Okay, so I just want to shape it into a nice square. You can actually take your fingers and press, not too much though, because you want to try to keep it as crisp and clean as you can. Okay, so now with one of the sides of the triangles, see how this side doesn't have anything, and this side, they have the triangles, long triangles. So you're going to face those towards you and push in on the seams all the way down, and then just bring those together. Okay, so there you have it. So I'm going to hold those together and then take my hole punch. Punch a hole right in the middle. Okay. So you can go ahead and put whatever you'd like in there. And then to close it, I took one of my die sets. It is the Stylish Shape dies. They're just all kinds of dies to make little sentiments and things like that. And I'll list below everything that I use. So I've just cut out another piece of paper on with that die, and then this is a stamp and die cut from one of their new sets called Frame Florets, and I'm going to tell you all about that set here in a little bit because it's brand new. You can get it in the new mini catalog that's coming out in January, but you can also get it from me right now if you would like. I'll put the link below in the description. So this is one of the stamps and dies that come with that, and then you get little sentiments. They're all about birthdays and just thank you with all of my heart for a special person. No Christmas things with that. And then this is the designer paper that I told you about, which is a limited series. So if you do want that, you have to get that now, because when they run out of that, they run out. So I'm going to just decide where I want that. I like that. Punch a hole there. And then before I punch a hole there, before I close it, I'm just going to add a little sentiment at the bottom there. And I've already this is from that same set, and I've already stamped it out for you. I'm going to put a little bit more glue on there. This is the Stamp and Seal tape. So I'm just going to put that at the bottom of the bag. And then we're going to cut out a little piece of twine. Let's move this glue gun out of the way. You can tell by my hands, I'm not very careful with paint, glue, anything like that. So I will burn myself for sure. Okay, so we just put the little twine through. You can put your gift in here, like if you had some lotions, or I've got a couple lotions here. You can put that in there. Candy. Okay. You want to pull this down so it's in the front of the bag. Okay, so there we have it. Isn't that sweet? I just love those. I've made quite a few of them for just little gifts that I give my daughter-in-law, her mother, and I just think they're sweet. Okay, so the next one we're going to make is this little sweet thing. And I've already opened it up for you, showed you. This is, I'd use just one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. And then the thing I love about these papers is that the opposite side has some beautiful design as well. So I love that. So let me, let's see, let me get all that together and I'll show you how to make that. I dropped my, here we go. Okay, so I've already cut out another little die cut. I'm using the same flower from the framed floret set. Just gonna set those aside. Okay, so you have your 12 by 12 paper, and then you're going to score your paper. And you're going to take the first side, and I've already scored this, but you're going to score it at 3 inches and then again at 9 inches. I think this is 3 inches. Actually, just 3 inches on each side. So 3 inches and then 9 inches. And then you're going to turn it and score it at 5 inches and 7 inches. Okay? Okay, so we've already got that scored. And we're just going to, I've already pressed that out. I've already taken my scoring, now I have glue everywhere. I've already taken my scoring knife and gone over everything. So, this is the side that's going to show. The side that's not going to show, you're going to turn that towards you. Take the very first flap and fold it over. See, you can see there. Just like that. And then you've got your 2 horizontal lines this way. So you're going to fold this flap over. Then right where you see your first horizontal line that you scored, you're just going to lift that up and come forward. Wait a minute, I want to make sure we're on the seam here. Okay, you lift that up and come forward. And then I take my thumb and just smooth that out. So see, you've got it lined up with the side here. Okay. Now we're going to do the other side, same way. You just lift it forward, just like that. Okay, so there's one side. We're going to turn it around, do the exact same thing to this side. Find your fold there, bring it up. This time, be gentle with your paper because the last one I did like this, I just ripped my paper and I was so mad at myself because it was my last sheet of my favorite one. So I blew it. So I'm going to take my time. Okay. So we're just going to go in, and I'm just taking my scoring knife and making sure the seams are nicely folded. Okay. Okay, so here's what we got. So I'm going to go to the side that's facing me. Really, it doesn't matter, that side or that side. You press down your seams, and I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to fold the inside. I'm going to show you when I'm finished here. I'm going to fold the inside down. Let me go ahead and fold it, and then I'll lift it up and show you exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so see, I just folded that under, over and under. Hope you can see that. Okay, and so now this is going to be my top. See how it's shaping into a box? So on this side, this is the side that's going to come over your flap. So on this side, I'm just going to fold the top over like into a triangle, just like that. The other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure it hits. You know, I don't want that to hit where the paper hits. There we go. Okay. So see, now you have that flap done. This goes on the inside. And then you can just press the two sides together. And turn your flap over. Now, you don't have to do anything else but that, but I like to glue everything. I just want to make sure it has it's sealed a little better. So I'm going to take my glue gun again, just a little dot there, glue my triangle down, another little dot there, glue that down, and then I want these glued down as well. One on this side. Okay. And then I'm even going to go ahead and glue this back. Okay, there we go. Now, you don't have to glue the flap inside. I think I'm going to, though. I'm just going to put one little dab of glue there. Okay, move that out of the way. So there you have it. So now the hard part is already done. Now, so you can either put tape there, a glue dot, something like that, but I just love the little magnetic closure, so I am going to use that. Go ahead and fold this a little bit. Okay, so I got these off of Amazon, and these are actually very dangerous for animals and little kids. I used to be a respiratory therapist, so I'm always thinking about the airway. So I'll put these up. I'm just telling you that because I put them up and away when I'm finished. So I'm gonna separate these two magnets and lay this one down, knowing that that's the side that's gonna close, and then this one upside down, knowing that the underneath is the side it's gonna close. So I'm just on the top side, I'm just gonna use these little glue dots, and that will be enough to hold it. But on the bottom side, I use super glue, because when you lift up the flap, if you don't have the bottom one glued down well enough, it'll just pop right off. Okay. So I'm going to put that right on there. Okay, so there's your magnet. Now, I don't want that to show, even though it wouldn't be bad. It's cute. So I've cut out one of, with one of my die cuts, the fabric that's in the inside. And then here is my other die cut and stamp from the Frame Florettes. And I'm just gonna take a little tape here. This is to add some color, and look at that. Isn't that adorable? And then you can cover up your magnet. So decide where you want that. See? Just cover up your magnet. Okay, right there. That's good. So let's put a little tape on the back side. So see there? You cover up your magnet. Now, I'm going to put on our bottom magnet, and where is it? It's right there. I'm going to use the super glue. So what I do is mark, let's see, I don't want to use that side. So you're going to close your little bag, and you can feel your magnet there. So you just kind of want to mark underneath, right where the magnet's going to hit. Okay. So I'm going to use this super glue. This one comes with a little brush. I kind of like this. Okay. Right there. And we're going to glue our magnet right on. Now, give this a good 20-30 minutes. Even though super glue dries right away, I let mine sit for 20 or 30 minutes before you close it and open it. So we'll let that dry, and then just know it when you're done, when it's all dry, you can wrap your little twine around it. I showed you how to do that. And then if you wanted to add a little sentiment, you could. Okay? So those are the little bags I wanted to show you today. I do want to tell you a couple other things. In the description down below, I'm going to put all this in there for you to see if you need to. But in the catalog right now, the annual catalog, they're Stampin' Up! Is having a sale until the 18th, which is Friday. And they have 20% off quite a few stamps and dies and embossing folders, 15% off some stamps, and 10% off some punches. So if you ever thought you might want to just try one of the sets, now's a good time, because they have up to 20% off. And that's in the annual catalog, and you can find that on my website. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, all of the things that you've seen here today that I've been using are new. And this is the stamping set, and then you get the dies. You can buy them separately, or you can buy them as a bundle. But let me just show you the dies. So it's called Frame Florets, and they're little frames. This is what they look like. They're very sweet. I've cut some out of, I've cut a few pieces out. I don't know if you can see exactly what they look like, but I thought they were really sweet. And then there's a little heart cut out. This is a scrap sheet of paper, but I just wanted you to see what it looks like. And then they have a few little sprigs and flower punches. And it's really a sweet little set. So anyway, you can get that now through me, or you can wait until the new catalog comes out, and that is in January. And I'll be glad to send you a catalog, or you can just go on my website and check it out. The other thing, all the paper that I've used today, the designer series, that is only going to be around until they're out. So if you like this paper, you probably do want to get this now, because it'll be gone before you know it. And then there's one more stamp set that you can get now that just came out, and this is called Framed and Festive. And this is only while supplies last too. And it's just some different sayings, and these are all Christmas sayings. So I don't know if you've ever seen what the stamps look like. These are not the polymer stamps. These are the rubber stamps. So they're really nice. Okay, let's see. Have I told you everything? I think I have. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave that in the comments below. If you need a catalog, leave that in the comments below, and I'll be glad to send you one. Before you go, hit subscribe and like, and I will see you soon with another new craft.